Hi all, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Yesterday we have discussed that how this JavaScript is executing inside the browser. We have seen the call stack and some object inside that global execution context where value of A and B and C are available, and we understand JavaScript has it is just dealing with the two phases. In the first phase, it will allocate memory for A and B and C. That means all the variables and functions are of also, but still we didn't enter into functions. That's why now you can remember like that. It will allocate the memory for all the variables in the first phase. It doesn't do anything with these things, like it doesn't initialize the value in the first phase. It doesn't initialize value like this. It doesn't do any calculations. Nothing. In the first phase, it just allocate the memory, and then once it will complete from line number 1 to like the last line. Once it is completed allocating the memory, then it will go back again from the line number 1 and it will start executing. So in that second process, it will assign a variable. It will store into A, B, and it will do the calculation, and of course it will execute this statement and it will give the output in the console. That's what we have discussed. And in the memory allocation phase, it doesn't have a way. While allocating the memory, it will just map to a keyword called undefined. That was the most important thing. So today, today we are going to learn the most important thing in JavaScript. Of course, every day I will say the same statement that these are the important things, because yes, JavaScript is completely different than other programming languages. So almost every day you can find something interesting, twisted turns in JavaScript. If you like those things, you will fall in love with JavaScript. If you don't like, then it's really difficult. So now what I'm doing, so in JavaScript, even if you go to the any documentation, okay, W3 schools is one for the basic learning, and it's a JavaScript MDN. Okay, these are this is the official documentation for JavaScript. Of course, we don't try to read from the beginning, so you will definitely feel fear. Okay, because lots of new terminology, lots of different things are there. But I will suggest you step by step when you need to start reading this documentation. So if you see here, here is somewhere you have mentioned mm, data types. Okay, because every programming language has data types and data structures. That is the most important thing. So here in this JavaScript we have two kinds of data types. Okay, one is primitive and another one is non-primitive. Okay, many people have a confusion that why we are calling these are primitive, why we are calling other things as a non-primitive. Okay, so let me explain, because lots of interesting stories are there. But today, at least we should enter into that zone. So far, in our understanding, the basic things, okay, we can store information like this, where student name is equal to, suppose, Vijay, and where age equal to 23, and where he got distinction. Okay, it's a boolean, it's a true or false. Okay, he got the distinction. So here we have three different data types. Okay, here this is the string, and this is a number, okay, and this is boolean, okay, boolean. And we understand that if you don't store any value, okay, so far we understand, like okay, about it's a job. So still he's studying, that's why I'm not storing any value here. So here the value of job is undefined and data type is also undefined. Okay, just remember this variable student name, we stored a string. Here it's a number, it's a boolean. Here it's a another data type called undefined. So these people are saying these are primitives. Okay, these data types. Okay, so far we have seen string and number and boolean and undefined. Undefined. You're saying these are primitive. That means once you allocate something, you can't change those values like that. I need to find the definition of that. Let me try that. What is primitive? Because we need to see the official definition. Primi Primitive. Yeah. So if you see in JavaScript, primitives are string, a number. Of course, we have another one, big int, boolean. We understood that. Undefined, we are just about to learn, and symbol and null. Okay. Other things we can come very soon, and we should see some definition. So all primitives are immutable. So we have another new terminology and jargon like immutable. What the hell is this immutable? We can discuss slowly. But if you just try to read this something, or even if you find anywhere something like primitive means you can't change it, okay. But many people have a confusion here, so let me try to clear that one, okay. So here if you see, I'm just taking another example here to understand better. I'm just taking a number, okay. Of course everything is, we can apply same example for everyone. So where I'm writing like age, okay, the age is at 23, suppose, okay. And now I'm trying to change the value from 23 to 25, okay. And I'm doing console.log, console.log, okay, value of a, like otherwise it's age, right? So age of a student or anyone, you can say, you can print that. So now everyone just ping me what will be the output for this program. Of course everyone knows, but let's see. Quick, everyone just ping me. Adya, I have shared my screen. Hopefully you should be able to see my screen. Remaining students, are you able to see my screen clearly? Hello? No. Okay, I think, okay. Well, let me do one thing. I will stop sharing. I'm sharing the screen one more time. Now, now are you able to see? Because I'm just switching to the tabs. Give me confirmation. Are you able to see the screen? Yes, everyone? Okay. Still, I think I think many students are able to see my screen, and if one or two people are not able to see, just drop off from this group, like Teams, and just join one more time so that it will reconnect. Yeah, okay. We can continue the discussion. Like what is the value, what is the output of this program? So we know, like it's simple, like age is equal to initially the value of age is 23, and once you reassign it will change to 25. Okay, okay, so yeah, everyone is saying the age is 25. Yes, obviously that is a simple thing, everyone knows that. But here we should understand how this is happening in the JavaScript runtime environment. That's where we can understand what is the meaning of primitive. Primitive means it's not going to be changed. It's not going to be changed. But here age is 23, and we are able to change it, right? So if you go to the browser and refresh, right click, right click, in the console, yes, you are getting the value, latest value, that is 25. So here, if you see the code, yes, a value of age is changing from 23 to 25. Then how can we say that this is a primitive? The primitive means it should not change, right? It should not change. But here, yes, there is a interesting logic here. If you understand that, then you will understand what is the meaning of primitive. So I'm just putting a breakpoint. Otherwise, okay, we can draw the diagram so that it's easy. Then I will show you the same thing in the browser. So we know we have a JavaScript runtime environment in the browser, right? We have APIs, event loop, all these things. Of course, here I'm just drawing JavaScript engine. And if you see, we have a call stack here. Okay, everyone should draw this and send me a screenshot by Sunday evening. Everyone should practice at least minimum 2 or 3 times the like JavaScript architecture and this JavaScript engine, so that you will remember for a long time. So this is the memory stack. Okay, of course you know already that this is a call. So whatever we are going to discuss, that's the most important thing. So I'm just doing a simple logic. But many people that Raghu, it's a very simple, then why you need to take 30 to 40 minutes to explain the simple one? No, because of JavaScript. Because JavaScript works differently than other programming languages. That's why we should discuss everything in detail. Otherwise, you will face problem in interviews. So where age is equal to 23, and the next line age is equal to 25, and the third line I'm writing console.log age equal to age. This is a simple program. So we all know that from the yesterday's session. Okay, once you give this code to the browser, it will compile and then it will start doing its action. So first it will create a execution, global execution context that everyone understand from yesterday. It will create execution context, and it will ready with one a big gigantic object. This is very big object that is created by the JavaScript engine itself. Okay, object is there, and now we are in phase one. What will happen in the phase one? It will allocate the memory, right? It will allocate the memory for all the variables. So first it will go to the first line where age. Okay, it doesn't bother about age is equal to 23 or whatever you put, or whether you store the information or not, doesn't matter for it. So where age, so it will push, it will put one key value pair in that object age, and it will add one placeholder called undefined. It's a special keyword, and we can call it as a placeholder. So then it will map this value because it will store the value of age here. Okay, it will refer this one. So now the value of age is undefined. Okay, I'm just putting the dots for the remaining characters. Age is okay, fine. The next line, age is equal to 25. So here this is not the declaration, this is initialization, because age is equal to 25 means you are storing 25 value at 25 into age, so it doesn't do any action. The third line, console.log age. So this is also we no need to bother about it, because in the first phase it will allocate the memory for all the variables. So that is done. Okay, for age it will put it has just added a key value pair in the object, and it has a reference to this one, undefined. Okay, super fantastic. So now we are coming to the second phase, that is execution phase. So now again that it will take care of each and every line. So now again it will go to the first line. The first line, now it doesn't bother about where age or something declarations. Now it will focus on initializations or calculations or some logic. So age is equal to 23. Yesterday we understand that, okay, if that is in that case, it will go and provide a value called 23 here, and it will change the reference. It will change the reference from this memory to this memory. So now value of age will become 23 in the browser also, like in the memory everywhere. So now value of age is 23. Super fantastic. So far we don't have any problem. Now it will go to the next line, age is equal to 25. Age is equal to 25. Okay, now guess. Okay, here there are two possibilities. Here there are two possibilities. One is, if you give a value age is equal to 25, because you are giving 25 to the same variable, right? Initially you are given 23 to the age, and now you are giving 25 to age. So just tell me whether JavaScript is going to replace this 23, and it will put 25 here, so that the value of age will become 25. Value of age will become 25. So this is a what we can say, one option. The second one is I'm just doing Control Z. It's not taking Control Z. Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay. Second option is, instead of replacing here, there is a chance that it will push another value as 25 here, and he can change the reference. He can change the reference from that memory to the new one. Okay, new one. I told you the two possibilities, and here in this situation also it will become 25. It will become 25. Okay, now just guess it. Okay, JavaScript is dealing with the first option, or it will going to take the second approach. Okay, I hope you guys understood. Who are watching the live and who are watching this video after 10 days or 20 days or 1 year, please just note down what is your answer. So if still you're not able to see my screen, please go and watch the live in YouTube. Okay, definitely, hopefully in a YouTube live you're able to see my screen 100%. I'm not sure whether it's a problem with, because if 50% of the people are able to see my screen and remaining people are not able to see, is the screen not available only for me? No, I think few people are also not able to see the screen. So please go and watch the YouTube live, so hopefully you will able to see what I'm talking. So just tell me what are those like JavaScript is going to deal with the first approach or second approach? Just ping me in the chat. Just guess it. First approach is good or second approach is good, or JavaScript engine is just taking care of going with the first approach or second approach. Yeah, if you don't understand my question, ask me. I will explain one more time. Okay. If you understand, just guess it. What is the possibility? Quickly. No problem. If you give a wrong answer, I'm not going to punish you, right? Okay. Someone is asking, can you explain one more time? It's a simple. So if you see, mm, so var a is equal to 23, so it will allocate the memory. Mm, so who are watching this video, maybe you feel bored, right? You can skip 2 minutes so that you can. It's easy for you if you understand. So if you see, hopefully, because when in the memory allocation phase var age, it will add a special keyword called undefined, and it will map this value to this, and the value of age will become undefined. In the next line, when it comes to the execution phase, okay, so if you see, JavaScript will follow the two phases. One is memory allocation phase, the second one is execution phase. So first it will go to all these lines once for a memory allocation, and then it will go and allocate the values. So first it will go var age equal 23. In this, var age is a declaration, so it will allocate the memory like this in the object age, and it will be undefined. Okay, undefined. And for second line, we don't need to allocate any memory. Third line also, we don't need to allocate any memory. And again, now if you go to the phase 2, because once you allocate memory for all the variables, now it will jump to the phase 2. The phase 2, again it will go to each and every line and it will start executing. Now age is equal to 23. So what it will do, this is I've explained. Okay, this okay, initially here the value is undefined here. That's why the age will take the value undefined from this place. So now when you start executing age is equal to 23, at that time what it will do, it will allocate a new memory and it will store the value of 23 here, and it will change the reference for that a from this memory allocate place to this one. So at the time the value of age will become 23. Value of age will become 23. Now my question is here, when it is going to execute the second line, age is equal to 25, that means you are saying, okay, my age, please, I'm not, please correct me, okay, my age is displaying wrong, so please replace the value from 23 to 25. So here there are two possibilities. One is JavaScript engine can replace the value in the same memory allocation 23 to 25, then automatically here also it will reflect as 25. This is one possibility. 25. Another possibility is instead of changing, okay, instead of changing this value to 25, it may allocate a new memory in the memory stack, and it will put value as 25, and it can change the reference from this memory to this memory. Okay, now also it will become 25. So what I'm asking, just guess. There are, I said, two possibilities. Either it can replace the existing memory, or it will push another value and it will change the reference. So just guess it, which option JavaScript is taking care of. Hope you guys understood now. So just tell me, what is your guess? Either it is going with option 1 or either it is going with option 2. Quickly. So Varshan said it will be option 1. Balavardhan said it will be option 2. Mahendra said second option. Hira said second option. Okay. Sultana said second option. Okay. Yes. Okay. JavaScript is going with the option 2. Okay. Okay. It's good. Like most of people guess correctly. Okay. Really, I don't know the reason. Frankly speaking, I don't know why JavaScript engine is dealing all these things. I'm just I'm just learning. No, I'm just trying to find exact reasons of those things. No problem, but this is enough um, to become a software developer in JavaScript. No problem. So it is JavaScript is not going to replace this value from 23 to 25 in the same memory. It is just pushing another value on top of it because this is the memory stack. It will just pushing on top of it and it will change the reference. Okay, it will change the reference of that. That means this is a primitive because if you see maybe here you can see that the value of age will become 23 to 25. That's why you are getting the output as 25 here. But in the memory you can't replace this value from 23 to 25 or something. Okay, that is the meaning of primitive. So if you see, if you are able to replace this value from 23 to 25, we can't say this is a primitive. Here now what JavaScript is doing, it is not replacing in the same memory. It is giving a new memory for you to store your new value. That means we are not able to change this value. Reasons we can discuss later. So it is not changing in the same place. So that nature is called a primitive. Okay, understood? Just ping me yes or no that you understood or not quickly, because this is the most important thing. Definitely, I can say most of the people have a doubt that primitives are not ch- not going to be changed, but they don't know exactly what not going to change. Okay, they can say that okay, value will change from 25, 23 to 25, but how can we say that these are the primitives? Because if you don't understand what's happening in JavaScript runtime environment, definitely I'm saying we can't become a good JavaScript developers. Even while doing applications, we will face lots of issues. So to solve that, we need to spend hours in the office. So hopefully you guys understood today itself. That means once you allocate the memory for these types, string, boolean, number, and undefined. Okay, few more are there. Okay, whichever are in category of primitives, they will follow the same thing, because once you allocate the memory in the memory stack, and it will never change in the same memory allocation. So that's fine. So hopefully you guys understood. Non-primitive means, okay, we can discuss about non-primitives, but non-primitives because what are the data types in non-primitive category? Only one data type, that is called object. That is called object. But what about arrays and what about functions? What about some few more things? So the data type of array and data type of function, data type of object itself. Okay, what's the data type? it will store as a object only. So if you are dealing with arrays, if you're dealing with functions, if you're dealing with objects, okay, it will the memory will allocate in the values will store in the heap memory. Okay, the reference of that address will store in the memory stack. Those things we can discuss later because it's too difficult to digest all these concepts in a single day. So we can talk about non-primitives and how objects and how arrays are storing in the memory and how we are going to deal with that. We can see later. So now what we can do, we can debug this because you should from the day one you should start while you are doing practice you should debug each and everything and see what's happening in that. So if you see in the call stack, okay, how to debug, refresh, right click, inspect. So just go to the sources. You will find your HTML file. In future, you will find JavaScript file. Wherever you want to put a breakpoint, just put a breakpoint and refresh one more time so that it will stop execution at that breakpoint. It will stop. It will pause it. So now cross check. In the call stack, we have a global execution context. This one. Call stack, we have a global execution context. This one. And the name of this is anonymous. Okay, why it is anonymous we can discuss later. And okay, you can't see memory stack or heap memory in the browser. So but here one thing you can see that this is in the scope we have a object called window. We can talk about that in very well, of course coming soon. So if you see the value of age is undefined, but that means memory allocation phase is completed up like we have discussed, right? In the first phase it will allocate only memory, so we have only one variable. That's why it is just add a key value pair in that object. Now we are able to see age is undefined. Now if you execute this, okay, the value of age will become 23, and again if you execute age is equal to 25, it will become 25. Just go and check in the global scope, and the object name is window, and the key is age, and value is 25. And now if you see in the console nothing is there, and now if you execute this line like console.log age is equal to age variable, so it will go and print that value in the console. Okay, this is simple. So today we understand what is primitive, exactly what is the meaning of primitive. Okay, you can change the values like this, no problem. Even you can change age from 25 to 18 also if you want. Okay, but JavaScript works differently than what most of the people expect. So now, okay, I'm going to suggest, because this is a Friday, right? Saturday Sunday is not a Saturday Sunday we don't have sessions. Saturday and Sunday we don't have sessions, but from next week we are going to conduct practice sessions so that I will check each and every student, of course me or my our team, because I'm going to introduce lots of trainers for you who will they are going to take care of you. So we will check each and every line of your code, and if anything is wrong we will suggest you. If you didn't understand you can ask me, but without attending sessions, simply if you join on Sunday and Raghu please explain from the beginning, definitely it's not possible because you should take responsibility. So first watch these 5 videos on Saturday and do practice. Still if you can't understand anything, ask me, I will explain one more time. But without watching these 5 videos, simply if you come and ask me that Raghu explain what we have discussed in these 5 days one more time, so we don't have a time because time is more important. Okay, so of course I think you don't do those silly things. So now I'm going to suggest you what you need to do in these 2 days. Okay, it's like assignment. So every day because whenever I have a time, I will add a description. I will add some important things in the description. So what you need to do, while watching the video, please go through the description also. Go through the description also. Suppose this one is there. Maybe I don't add a description immediately after the session, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but whenever I have a time, definitely I will add. So if you see in the first session, I have added few important things. The what is the name of the first JavaScript engine, who designed, who invented a JavaScript, and how many days it has taken. So it will like a short description about that video and important points. Even I will add interview questions which are um, in that video particular topic. Okay, so please go and take care of that. So for now, what is assignment means, because already you are good at C language or any other programming languages. I hope you know how to write a simple if condition, how to write some for loops, right? So take your own examples and try to write some example on if condition with the help of if condition, or if else, one example, and simple for loop. Okay, of course, one or two students are completely new to this programming world, so don't worry. I will suggest some videos. Of course, anyway, I will explain those things, but please go on, because we need to do practice a lot. Otherwise, we can't learn JavaScript or any programming language. So here I'm taking, I will try JavaScript tutorials, the best JavaScript tutorials for beginners, because we can discuss few things in, yeah, this one. Okay, JavaScript course. So I don't know whether you will aware of him. His name is Hitesh Chaudhary, and he's one of the best trainers in the world, like Akshay Saini. Of course, before Akshay Saini only, also he just provided this playlist for us. And right now, because this channel name is Learn Code Online, this YouTube channel name is Learn Code Online. You can subscribe. Okay, whether you subscribe SVGIE or not, I don't bother. But please subscribe these channels. Okay, one is Akshay Sheni and another one is Hitesh Chaudhary. So because these are great trainers, they are great trainers. So just go through these one by one. So here he has given lots of information like operators and conditional operators, logical operators. Okay, and how switch will work, how functions, okay, all the things. Of course, I'm going to explain each and every topic, but don't wait for me, because if I want to complete the whole syllabus, it will take minimum 3 or 4 months. But if you want to learn quickly, because some of you already completed the graduation, you want to job immediately, right? Within 2 or 3 months, if you want to get a job, if you want to get a job, you should do more hard work. Who are studying BTech first year, second year, no problem. You can watch our videos and do practice 1 hour per day. That is enough. But you already completed the graduation, and you need a job quickly, you have enough time in a day, so don't waste the time. So please go and watch one by one video. Of course, whatever the queries you have, just note down and just send me message, and every weekend the trainers are going to be available for you, so you can ask any question that in the first video or 100th video also. Okay, so that you can grow fast. I hope you guys understood. So the assignment for this weekend is, first complete these 5 videos, understand it, practice properly, and then jump into this thing. Java. This is the best tutorial for beginners. And then, okay, one by one, step by step, I will suggest based on the situation. I will suggest few more videos also. Okay, that's all for today, and I'm going to stop the live, and I will discuss with you in a Microsoft Teams. So who are watching the live, thank you. And even if you want to, because who are watching the live, if you want to join the Microsoft Teams, you should send a mail to, if you just send an email, just send your details to my email ID, that is svgie dot naren at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so I will send an invitation to join the Microsoft Teams so that you can interact with me directly. Okay, thank you.